guys, today I am back with another makeup tutorial, and today I thought it would be fun to try out products that I've never tried before. So I got some products in PR, and then I had another thing sent to me, so I thought it would be fun to kind of give things a go. I'm not going to be talking about foundation in this video because I'm going to do a separate foundation review on the Diorskin Forever Foundation. Keep an eye out for that one. It's a foundation that Jaclyn Hill recommended and said makes her skin look better than she's ever had her skin look in her life. I bought it, and we're going to give it a shot. I've already tried it once. My thoughts on it are inconclusive. So today is just going to be trying some other products, some cheek products, eyes, and we're going to give it a go. So let's get going. So I've got a few products here that I haven't tried, but the one I'm the most excited about is this. I posted on Twitter the other day and I said, hey, I regret wholeheartedly not buying the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca Remix palette back in the day. It was a limited edition palette that should never have been limited edition. They should keep this on their shelves at all times. And I regretted so wholeheartedly not buying it. And so I posted on Twitter and I said, if anybody has one, I will buy it from you. And I had somebody on Twitter reach out and say that she had the palette. She's only used it twice and that she would be totally willing to send it to me. And she did. So if you don't know, this is what it looks like. This color, as you can see, is, I had to reform it because it came broken. But other than that, the palette is literally barely used and it's easy to sanitize because it's shadow. I'm just going to spray some alcohol on it and we will be rocking and rolling. I'm going to play with this eyeshadow palette today because I've never tried it before, but I love Kat Von D powders in general. Like the cheek powders are some of my favorite. They blend out amazingly. I've never tried Kat Von D shadows before, so I'm excited to give it a go. And I wanted a palette that had more colorful shades in it because I tend to stick towards neutrals and I want to step outside of my comfort zone, which is why we've got a pink background going on because I'm just trying to change up some shit. You know how things go. I also got this PR package from MAC, which I was so excited to see MAC show up. There were a bunch of products in there, so I am going to give some of these a try. There's some mascara, some eye stuff, some lip products, cheek products, and I'm excited to give those a go. I'm going to do my eyes and everything first. I'll do the foundation in a separate video, come back, and then we'll finish off the rest of the face. So let's get going. So I'm going to moisturize my face using the Clinique Moisture Surge. I love this moisturizer so much. It sinks into the skin beautifully. It just feels so nice. I'm going to take the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer and I'm going to prime my eyes for eyeshadow. Then I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and I'm going to set my eyelids. If it weren't for this teeny little guy and this big guy right here, it's gonna be looking pretty damn good. So over the last week or two, I have been doing my eyebrows first because it's just really nice to have your brows down, done. They're my least favorite thing to do, get them out of the way. So I am going to do my brows with the NYX Eyebrow Gel, and this is a little squeezy tube in the color Brunette, and my Zoeva 317 winged liner brush, but you can use any angled liner brush. So I went to Vegas this weekend with NYX, and they were having a store opening at the Miracle Mile shops in Planet Hollywood. And it was so much fun in Vegas. Oh my God. We sat there, me and Jordan, and we got ready for like hours. And then we went all over and partied at Excess Nightclub at the Wynn. Man, if I didn't drink way too effing much though, that is for sure. It was only for one night. So we went to Vegas on Friday morning and then I left Saturday afternoon. So it was super quick. I was so hungover. I don't ever drink because drinking makes my headache condition really bad. But for some reason this weekend, my body was just cooperating. I felt perfect in my stomach. I could eat whatever I wanted. I drank whatever I wanted, and I was just perfect. Like my health just cooperated with me this weekend. It was like my body was like, all right, you can have fun. And I did. I had so much fun. As soon as I start filming. Okay, well, I'm gonna pause this video and come back when these guys leave because I cannot deal. So it has officially been an hour since I've been filming because my gardener was here and making the most noise. In that hour, I shaved my legs. I put on Sally Hansen airbrush legs I also put it all over my chest area so that I'm nice and bronze. But now my brows are done and my lids are primed and it's time to get started on eyeshadow. So I apologize if none of you have this palette. There are of course going to be dupes for these colors out there. I will try to list the dupes if I can below in the description bar. If you don't have this palette, then you can find something super similar. I'm going to be going in with colors like this today. I want to do something fun. I'm going to start off by going in with this shade here, which is Destroyer, and then Swoon. I'm going to kind of mix these two here. And you can see I'm like pushing it onto this inner corners area here. I'm going to kind of do like a halo eye with this, but it's going to be really blown out. I'm going in with Destroyer a bit more. Right now, this is my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. You can see I'm bringing this kind of high up. I'm gonna take my Zoeva Luxe Petite crease brush and I'm going to go in with a bit of this color mixed with a little bit of black just to deepen it up. And I'm sticking those two right on the outer lower corner so that it's just a little deeper down there. I'm going to take a concealer brush, which is the Sigma F70 concealer brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of Fix Plus on it from MAC. And I'm going to dip into Love here. I'm just going to pat that all over the center of my lids. I'm gonna take a little bit of the color Skulls here, and I'm just gonna pat that in the very center so it's nice and bright. It's a Lash fan brush, but I like to use it for brow highlight. I'm gonna go back in with that Skulls color. I just feel like it hugs so nicely. I think that's it for the upper lid. I'm gonna give this mascara a try. This is the new MAC Bold and Bad Lash. Releases on June 8th, so that is not available right now. I don't really ever wear just mascara without lashes, so that is a pretty mascara. That really separates and fans out the lashes really nicely, honestly. I'm gonna toss on some Koko lashes in the style Risque, and I will be right back. And I'm gonna take this little black Makeup Geek Obsidian pencil, and I'm gonna tightline. All right, so now my eyes are done except for the lower lash line. I can't move on to the rest of my face until I do this foundation review. So I am going to go finish my foundation in a separate video, which will be coming up soon. Then I will be right back to finish the rest of my face. So you can see my foundation is done and I am going to move on to the rest of my makeup. For my under eyes, I'm gonna use the NYX Studio Photogenic HD Concealer in the color Fair. I would use Tarte Shape Tape, but I don't want to. This is a super matte foundation and I'm not quite used to that, so we'll see how these products blend on top. Always set my under eyes so they don't move, so I am going to do that today with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. So I know my foundation looks a little too white. I explain all that in the foundation video though, so you can go watch that when that's up. So I'm going to finish my under eyes and I'm going to use those same colors that we used on our lid, Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer brush, and I'm going to run those on the inner and outer corner. And then right in the center of my lower lash line, I'm going to take that same color Love and I'm just going to pat that on there to add that same shimmer. Now I'm going to use that same Makeup Geek pencil, inner and outer of my lower waterline. For my lower waterline in the center, I'm going to be using the NYX Faux Whites in the color Linen, which is a really soft, light pastel pink color. And that is the eyes done. All right, now let's move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to be using the new MAC Steve J and Yoni P Collection Sugar or Syrup Powder Blush. These are released on June 1st. I am going to contour with my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm just gonna kind of mix these two shades here, but mostly with Fawn. I've been using the O for highlights a lot, but I kind of want to go for something a little more subtle today. So I'm going to use the Smashbox and Casey Holmes Pearl collection. And since my eyes are so bold today, I think I'm going to go in with a color that's not nearly as intense. This is ColourPop's Trap. Is this Trap? Yeah. And I'm gonna immediately take this off because I fucking hate it. I am gonna go in with my favorite nude lipstick, which is Circe by NYX. This is the NYX Lip Lustre in the color Euphoric. I am gonna toss a little bit of gloss on over this, and that will be the Bobbi Brown High Shimmer Lip Gloss in the color Bare Sparkle. All right, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. I really like the eyes. I think they're so fun. This palette is so easy to blend. I really wish I would have gotten it back in the day when it was still relevant necessarily to use on YouTube. But if you do have it, definitely whip it out and start using some of the colors. They are absolutely beautiful. If you guys want to see the foundation review on the DIOR Forever Foundation, that'll be up in a couple of days. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe if you have not. I upload videos all the time. I am so close to 100,000 subscribers that I could die. So make sure you subscribe if you have not yet. Everything that I used in this video will be linked in the description of this video, so you guys can click it if you want to. I do receive a small commission of items with a little asterisk in the front. So if you are looking for a product, you can search down there first, or you can, Google it if you don't feel comfortable clicking on one of my links. It doesn't cost you any more, but it helps me out a lot. All right, I love you guys so, so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! On. Hello. Hey guys, I am back. This zit looks like a herpy. Hey guys, I am back today with another makeup tutorial, and today I thought we would do something fun and do something that we've never done before. That is not what this is. Anyway, strike that in reverse. Sit. I'm going to take the NYX Studio Photogenic HD Foundation. So over the little hi. So it has officially been holy shit. That is a $1,200 camera that I literally almost just dropped. Holy fucking fuck.